Hi guys, today I will tell you about the first commander blade Valtan. This blade consists of a total of 2 phases. This video is about phase 1. From commander blade, you can use as the skill in the upper left corner blade in Valtan. You can use as the skill of Shillian, Wei, and Bound-Through. Shillian can be used by pressing the Ctrl Jet key, and when you use, it causes great damage to the boss. Wei press the Ctrl X key to use. Wei has a high neutralization level and low damage, more or less Shillian. Bound-Through can be used by pressing the Ctrl C key, and he has prevent large damage once, and it has the effect of reducing damage. The item you need to take care of is a Holy Charm, Tornado Grenade, and Time Lock Potion. Before the raid start, you should decide the position. A total of 8 seeds are determined in the order of 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 11 o'clock based on the clockwise direction. This is to break the instant death pattern in the phase 1, but I will tell you about this later. At first, there are 3 types of boss on the phase 1. In order, it is called a red wolf, a blue wolf, and black wolf. The first encounter being with a black wolf, and as soon as you encounter him, gather your ultimate skill and all of your big damage skill and hit it with your party. When the boss physical strength is made up to 45 line, the boss moves to the center. And at 11 o'clock at the center, red and blue mat appear and the boss begins to transform. At this time, damage does not going well, and when it transforms, it makes a pumping motion, and when you hit it, it will fly away. So, all party members gather in the direction of 9 o'clock and they wait for the boss to reappear. And then the boss would have turned into a red wolf. From now on, every time a red wolf hit you, the debuff of bleeding stack are piling up. When the stack becomes 3, the debuff disappears and a red line is appear when you are standing. This causes fatal damage, and this can hit other party members, so when you fight a red wolf, be careful not to accumulate the debuff. But this debuff can be solved with all-around potion or sacred charm. I will tell you the common attack pattern of wolves. First, scratching the front. When the boss raising his arm over his shoulder, it is a pattern of scratching. 2. Teleport, scratch, and spin. The boss disappears for a moment, randomly choose the target, reappear, and scratch and turn around quickly. 3. Small jump forward, scratch it, and turn around. At this time, the boss spin around and there's a flower that explodes, so let's stick to the boss. 4. Tumbling kick. The boss does backflip. If you get hit by this, you will be fly away. 5. Spraying poop. Boss is crouching down. After that, there are 3 floorboards under the flare feet. There are the same color as the boss. If you get hit, you will fly away. 6. Tornado attack. The boss make a tornado. This tornado randomly select a target and follow it. Target run in the opposite direction to the party member. Also, a tornado wall is from around the tornado, and if it hit, it will cause damage, so be careful. 7. Pen-shaped scratch. Boss scratch the front several times. At this time, a red mat appear, so go behind the boss's back or out of the range of the mat. 8. Sonic dash. There is a red mat appear in front of the boss, and after a while, the boss rushes forward. If it hit you, you will fly away. 9. Divine the field. The boss holds the red light in his hand and pulls one arm up from the bottom. At this time, you can see a red mat on the floor, and after a while, the mat is burst. The red mat burst one more based on where the boss stood. At this time, you can see the warning sign, and the shape of this pattern is sharp. In conclusion, when phase 1, don't be in front of the boss. On interruption pattern, when you hit the boss, there is a message that Lucas interrupt in 40 line and Lugaro in the 25 line. Orbs of different color invaded the battlefield. At this time, red and blue signal appear randomly on the 2 head of the party member. Who person with this mark is the target of the boss. Those with signs should be scattered at 12 and 6 o'clock direction respectively, because damage doesn't work when the boss are together. And check your buff. If you have a gold bead buff, hit the boss who intruded. Then it can cause stronger damage. If there's no buff, you can hit the boss you are hitting. Dark debuff is called when the boss's blood is 35 to 30 line. If it become a 5, it will be imprisoned. In this pattern, when a deal is insufficient, a grab pattern comes out. Then, as soon as possible, you have to make up to 30 line of physical strength of the boss before the instant damage come in. When the boss physical strength reaches 30 line, the message of solidarity appear, and the boss stand in the center and summons the bead. This pattern also appeared in line 15, and it is the most important pattern, so be aware of it. We call this bead pattern. At this time, use the position that was first determined in this pattern. From now on, we will number the bead. Eat the bead clockwise and eat them one by one from number 1. The bead consists of lead and blue and should be eaten in the order of lead, blue. If you don't eat the bead in order, or if the bead go in both, you fail to break the pattern and die. The bead is attracted to the nearest user, so make sure to drag the bead aggro near your ship. While eating bead, an orange gauge appears under the boss's body, which is neutralization gauge. Those who ate the bead will go to the boss one by one. You should use the tornado grenade and neutralization skill you brought to eliminate the orange gauge. Even if your party eat all the bead, if you don't erase the orange gauge, you will be die cause pattern fail. When the pattern is successful, the boss fell into a groggy stage and you may have a short free deal time. After that, the lead orb disappeared and the blue orb appeared. Let's note that even you get hit by the blue orb, the bleeding stack does not accumulate. From the blue orb, a large range of damage come in, and if it hit you, you can die instantly. So let's watch carefully and be careful. The floor pattern. First, lead floor. Boss's hand turn lead and lead shine floorboard on the floor. This floorboard explode about 2 seconds later, so you have to run away from this. If you don't think you can run away, hanging there with a time stop drug or shield. 2. Green floor. The boss's hand turned green, and after a while, he sprinkled them around, and a large lead floor is from based on the floor boss sprayed. Even if you get hit by one, you'll not die, but if you get hit by several, you die immediately. So run away from the lead floor as much as possible. 3. Ice floor. Boss's hand shine blue, and as he sprayed them, 1 second after flowing, the ice spreading into 6 branches is fire, and if it is hit, you will be frozen. Also, if this is hit, the same 6 ice will be fire from the person who hit, so be careful not to hit or run away from this. If you keep hitting the boss, the Lugar will break into 125 line. As explained earlier, you just have to catch the orb until they run away. If you hit the blue orb up to 50 line like that, a man appears to prepare to solidarily, and the boss channeling again in the center. And as explained earlier, eat the bead one by one and neutralize the boss. If you success in neutralizing it, the boss will be caught in groggy for a while, and after the fainting, he lures in the center and gather energy. The floorboard bursts from the outside in the order of the inside. So let's go from inside to outside at the right timing or at the end of the 6 o'clock map. After the floor burst, a black orb comes out, and the black orb uses the old pattern used by the lead orb and blue orb. In the pattern of tornado attack, the blade is blown together, so look carefully and avoid it. And finally, an additional pattern of black orbs include Field of Black Frog. The boss touches the ground, sprinkle black frog, and disappear. After a while, one of the party members is terrifying, and boss appear behind the character in fear and try channeling. At this time, if you use the neutralization skill to erase all the orange gauge under the body of the boss monster, the boss will groggy. And the person in fear quickly ping inform the party member that you know in fear, and party members should approach the person in fear and prepare to neutralize the boss. If neutralization fail here, everyone die and has to start all over again. So let's focus on success. So my first late guide video is end. There are still 2 phases left and there is a lot you need to know. Also, it's definitely going to be difficult. But I think this is a really well made late and lost arc. I hope this video helped you, and I will be back with the next video. Goodbye guys.